Hey, it's that time of year. It's time to break out those picnic salads, and I'm going to show you how to make coleslaw. Not just regular coleslaw, I'm going to show you how to make my version of Italian coleslaw. So stay tuned. This episode is dedicated to all those current and former crew members of the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower CVN 69.
Hey, it's summertime. What does that mean? It means barbecue season. And that means fresh veggies. And that means side salads. And it means barbecue chicken and hot dogs and hamburgers. But really, what it means to me sometimes is, what am I bringing to my friend's barbecue as the side dish? So over the next couple episodes, I'm going to show you a couple ideas that I have that I like to make every once in a while. And hopefully you'll make it as well, because it's really going to be good. So the first one in this episode, we're going to do an Italian coleslaw. Yep, coleslaw. Italians make coleslaw. You always think of Italian food, you're thinking spaghetti and meatballs and sauce and sausage or what have you. No, they have some pretty darn good salads, antipasti. And so I'm going to give you an idea today of what an Italian coleslaw is like. So what goes into my Italian coleslaw? Well, I have half a head of cabbage, and I use the Savoy cabbage for this because I just love the texture, and it seems to be a little bit easier to deal with. So I've taken one of these, half of one of these, and I've used my mandolin, and I've got a really nice shred that I've put on this. I have a full bulb of fennel. Okay, we're going to shred this down on the mandolin as well. We're going to go ahead and trim this up, and I'm actually going to use some of these fronds to go into some of my herbs over here. I've got just going to be a sliver of red onion that I'm going to put in here. I'm not a big raw onion fan, so I'm going to go with it for mainly color. I've got 3 carrots that I've julienned up here. That's going to go in. I've got 1/3 cup of mayo. I've got 1/4 cup of olive oil, extra virgin. I got 1 tablespoon of horseradish. I've got a teaspoon of Italian seasoning and a teaspoon of red pepper flakes for a little bit of heat. And then I've got about 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley. So I've already got the cabbage done. Let's get into the, in fact, here, we're just going to go ahead and throw the carrots right in there. Get that out of the way. Let's prep this fennel. Okay, so let's clean this fennel up. So I'm going to take the tops off here. Set these to the side. And then I've got some, it looks like kind of bruised outer skin. I'm just going to shave this off a little bit. Smells so good. If you haven't used fresh fennel in a salad, you got to try it. It's great. Fresh fennel with slices of orange, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to go ahead. Hey, whenever using one of these things, be very careful. Watch your fingers. Now I'm going to put a very fine slice on this. It smells good. There we go. Now I'm going to use about 3/4 of this, because the rest of it I'm going to use for a salad. And that's good, right about there. So, take this, kind of break it up, get that in there. So good. Then I'm going to take some of these fronds. Save these. These are a great substitute for basil, believe it or not. You can take this, throw it in your freezer. So when you don't have basil, don't have any fresh basil, and it doesn't taste exactly like basil, but it's a great substitute. But yeah, you can use this in sauces. And it's really, really good. So don't throw this stuff away. It's useful. Okay, so got my little fronds here. I'm just going to put a nice little chop on that. As my counter squeaks away here, I gotta do something about that. That's gonna be so good. Put that in with my parsley. And there we go. Next thing to do is to whip up our cream. Well, I forgot to do the onion, so let me get the onion in here as well. So I'm only going to take a little sliver. It's all. Just for a little bit of color. Flavor too, but hopefully I can avoid it. So there we go. Here's some onion. I'll put a nice little slice on it. Another half slice. And I'm going to go ahead and add this at the very end along with my parsley and my fennel fronds. So now, next thing. I washed my hands very well. I'm going to take this cabbage and squeeze a little bit. And it helps to tenderize it. Give it a little bit of squeeze. Same time I'm giving it a little bit of a pre-mix. Mixing my fennel, my carrots. I'm sure you've probably all done this when you've made your coleslaw. There we go. So I've got a nice little mix there. This to the side. Bring the bowl over here. Can wash my hands again because I don't like things on my hands. All right, now on to our coleslaw cream. So I'm going to go ahead and put my mayo in the bowl. Get every little bit out of there. Going to go ahead and add my olive oil. My horseradish. My red pepper and my Italian seasoning. And I forget to mention, it also asks for a white wine vinegar. Well, I'm going with a white balsamic. And we have this awesome olive oil / balsamic vinegar store a couple towns over. And we picked up this lemon in white balsamic vinegar. This is like out of this world. I mean, Naples in a bottle right here. Southern Italy, Amalfi. So I'm going to go in with 1/3 cup. And I had actually 1/3 cup left in my bottle. Time to get back to Lidditz. Hey, go watch that episode on Lidditz. That's where the store is. So, that's our cream. Go ahead and give this a mix. Get rid of this. Out of my way. Kind of like creamy Italian dressing. Oh my gosh. There we go. Coleslaw dressing. Ready to go. And you know what? I'm adding my other herbs in there. I'm going to go ahead and add my onion in there. Now, it looks almost like Green Goddess. All right. Slaw over. Dressing into the bowl. There we go. Now, the key is not get all messy mixing this up. So let me go grab some tongs and I'll get right back. All right, let's just give this a nice little mixture here. Alrighty, it's done. Believe it or not, that's it. So simple. I have some salt and pepper here. I'm not going to put it in right now. I'm going to try it first. Because, you know, if you're going to add salt and pepper to something, what are you telling the cook? Anyways, sometimes you could use it, sometimes not. I'm going to test it first, and then we'll go from there. Anyways, here we go. Now normally I would let this sit for about at least 30 minutes in the fridge, but I want some right now. Alrighty. I'm alone. This is fantastic. Got a little bit of heat to it. That lemon, white balsamic, out of this world. The Italian seasoning, the fennel fronds, and it doesn't need any salt and pepper. It doesn't need to go in. Hey, if you like extra pepper, whatever, go for it, but it doesn't need it all. This is outstanding. Chill that down, take to your friends. Chill this down, take it to your friends. You're gonna be a rock star at the coleslaw table. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, most importantly share. And right over there, go ahead and whack my logo. Makes it a little bit easier for you to subscribe. So until next time, thanks and we'll see you.